UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm making a couple of cards, thank you cards today. I'm using Good Morning Magnolia and Sailing Home. I'm using this beautiful big stamp from this one, and the sailing boat and the seagulls from this one. I've done a little bit of preparation here, so recently I've been clearing my craft room and I found loads of envelopes that I'd forgotten I had, so I'm making cards to fit my envelopes. These are all 4x4, so I'm making some 4x4 thank you cards. I've got a piece of thick whisper white that I've cut. This is 8 inches by 4 inches, and I've just scored it down the middle, and these are going to be our bases. And then I've got some whisper white, which is 3.5 by 3.5, and then I've just gone in like 1/8 of an inch for my Night of Navy, and I've got some Balmy Blue, which is a little bit bigger. Can't remember what I did there. And then I've done exactly the same on both. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I have my sailing boat. I've got some Memento ink. And I want to stamp just in the middle of my card. There we go, put that to one side. Now my magnolia is a little bit bigger, so I'm just bringing in this to protect the table. Much bigger, isn't it? I'm just going to ink up my magnolia. I want to be coming from the top. I don't want to cover the whole of my paper. I want to be able to see some edges. I'm just using Memento ink for this, black Memento ink, but we're not doing any colouring. There we go. So I have my two pieces of paper with my stamped images on, and off of camera I have used, this is masking sheet, and I've stamped my images onto masking sheet. Well, this is the boat, this was something else, and then I've fussy cut that out. And what I've done with my bow is I've just fussy cut the pieces that are going to be white. So my sails and my boat, I'm not worrying about any of these thin lines. I've done exactly the same with my magnolia. You could actually just use post-it note to stick over this, so we're just masking it. So I'm going to stick these on. So I've masked up my two images. I'm just going to put my mount, one of my stamp mounts, into my Balmy Blue ink. And I'm using one of these makeup brushes. These are brilliant. I bought these ones from eBay. I've only just got them, and I've been using them a little bit. And then I'm going to start in the middle of my magnolia and go out. So if you do use the masking sheet, you need to use stays on ink. So start on the paper. I didn't start on the paper there, and you see if you don't start on the paper it leaves a bit of a smudge. So I'm just going around the edges of my image. So I still want to leave a little bit of white around the side. I'm going to do exactly the same with my boat. I'm doing this very lightly. So I'm just trying to build it up. At the bottom of my boat I've just brought in a little touch of Night of Navy, just to give a little bit of a darker look at the bottom where the sea is. So I'm going to bring my sentiment in. These are both going to be thank you cards. So these are probably going to be customer thank you cards. So when somebody buys something from me, I always give them a thank you card. And I'm using the sentiment from the Good Morning Magnolia. This one does have a thanks sentiment as well, but I'm not so keen on the font. so now we just need to take off there we have the white underneath. How cute is that? So this is just a different way of using your set. So you would normally expect to be colouring this magnolia in because it's such a big bold stamp, but by doing it this way you don't need to colour and it really pops with that background. So I'm going to build these up now. Just remembered I hadn't stamped my seagulls, and there we go, 2 cards finished. Both very different stamp sets but exactly the same technique. You could also use different colours obviously and it'll give you different effects. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you go to the description below the video you'll find a list of the products I've used and a link to my blog post. So thanks for watching. Bye.